Oh, look at the cupcake thief. Look, he's trying to be so quiet. He was trying to lift that lid so I wouldn't hear
Would
him.
you like a cupcake?
No, thank you.
I got one for you.
But no, thank you. But I love seeing you eat
Maybe
them.
I'll have to eat it.
Okay. So anyway, soup tastes mighty good, you know, when the weather starts changing. So I'm going to make a simple Southern ham and bean salad. And I'm going to start with like a tablespoon of olive oil and about a tablespoon of butter. I think I'm going to move that to the bigger eye. And I've got onions. I got fresh garlic diced. I have ham. I have thyme. I have a low sodium chicken base. And I made this from using the wet chicken flavored bouillon that comes in a jar. It's wet. I love it. And then I've got 2 cans of white beans that were drained and rinsed. And the recipe calls for a can of collard greens or either fresh shredded collard greens. So guess what? Look what I had in my refrigerator that are out of this world. My collard greens, I worked so hard on these. I bought 1 bunch from Davis Produce here on Highway 80. And Sherry and Randy, they just do have the best. And it made a bucket full, y'all. So I may have to put some of them in the freezer because I'm not going to let them go to, huh?
Did you mix the turnip greens too, or is it just?
No, these collards are collards. But then I also bought 1 bunch of mustard greens and 1 bunch of turnip greens. And turnip greens are my absolute favorite. And I love them mixed with mustard greens. You know, those mustard greens gives it that kind of tart thing. So, and Michelle Groover could eat a whole pot of my turnip and mustard greens. And I will make cornmeal dumplings like my granny taught me to make, and drop down in that boiling stock. One day I was getting ready for company, and Michelle walked in. God love her, I think she must have been hungry. And I had my turnip greens, and I had made the cornmeal dumplings. She stood up there and ate almost every one. I think she left me 2. But I wasn't about to say anything to her because I knew that child loved them. And I loved watching her eat them. So I just have to make sure I make enough. All right, so I'm adding my onion, my fresh garlic, my ham, and hopefully you'll just have some leftover ham maybe hanging around from the holidays because, you know, ham is smoked, and so it's got a long shelf life to it. So now I'm going to add my fresh thyme. And I'm just going to cook this until the onions are kind of transparent. And then I'll add our stock. Ooh, I want to put my bay leaf in there. I'm going to go ahead and drop that in. I love the flavor of bay leaves in my soups, no matter which kind. If I'm making chicken or beef or vegetable, I love that bay leaf, what it does to it. So this is going to be delicious. And I also, a friend shared with me years ago, Marilyn Milson, shared with me her ham and potato soup recipe. And I'm telling you what, Maryland folks loved it. And you know, I don't make my potato soup any other way but your way, honey. And I don't know if that's in my second cookbook. I can't remember, but y'all do try it because it's out of this world. And I recommend using Yukon Gold potatoes because they hold up much better than a red potato does. So that's my tip for the day for you. Would y'all mind sending me some tips? Because I need some tips from y'all. I love to know what y'all are doing. So give this old girl a text and just let me know. Love to hear y'all's tips. Okay, this is already looking and smelling good. Good, good, good. So I've tried to drain these the best that I could, and I got a good bit of juice out of it. So I'm thinking this would be equal to maybe a can of collards, but you know, I know where there's plenty more if I need it. So this is not going to take but just a minute because those onions were just chopped perfect. They're small and they'll cook quick. So I'm going to go ahead and add our stock. Looks good already. And I'm going to add our white beans. I love white beans. Another friend of mine taught me years and years ago. She was from Muncie, Indiana. And she taught me how to make bean cake sandwiches. And I think that's in one of my cookbooks too somewhere, but it's so good on white bread with mayonnaise and sliced onion.
We did make them.
We did make them. Oh my gosh, so good. Jody Moyer, God love her. I'd love to talk to her. But I don't have her number. All right, so this looks so pretty, y'all. I love the collards mixed in. For color. And like I said, I may add a few more collards, but I'm going to put the lid on this and I'm going to let it simmer for about 20 minutes. And then I'm going to be whistling everybody. I'm going to go out and ring my bell and let everybody know that lunch is ready. Now you can top yours with a little sour cream like I've done, or you don't have to do anything. And it really doesn't need any greenery because you got the green from the collards. So good. So good. On a cold or chilly day. This along with some collard greens. I got collard greens on my brain. This along with some cornbread. Ooh, honey. Honey, hush. I hope y'all will try it because it's a 5-minute dish. And I hope you love it. So speaking of love, I send y'all love and best dishes. Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.